Hello, it's Naisha from the Peruvian Amazon, and to continue with our sharings about feeling the call, today I want to share, especially to all those people that have this shamanic um, call or the healer call, within you, resonating you, you don't know where to begin. Always, when we want to begin something, especially something so out of the normal, uh, we can go to universities yet we cannot go to shamanic schools yet. I I feel I know this is going to change. There is going to be opportunities where individuals like me, like you, will be able to join. And even for those that doesn't necessarily want to be, shamans, but to have the knowledge. So always the first steps are the more difficult. And if you are familiar with different spiritual practices, you can see that a lot of the beginning of many spiritual journeys, like Buddha, for example, like Jesus, it was to leave things behind, starting from sometimes leaving our families behind. This was my case. When I was 16, I have this strong calling of moving out from my town, and my depression in that time, it was starting to be more obvious, more present in my life. The questions were becoming more intense also. My eyes were seeing things more clearly in a way, like how we are living in separation and how we don't help each other, and why there are so many bad things happening here. So taking that first step of leaving my family, leaving the only city that I knew in my life, taking this adventure of going to university to become a lawyer, because that was part of my call. I always have this feeling, this intuition that I need to go there. And this is funny because here in Peru, the law profession, it's 6 years. You need to go 6 years to become a lawyer. Any other profession besides medicine is 5 years, and medicine is 7 plus, depends if you want to do a specialization. And the interesting part is just in the last year, when I was finishing my studies in the university, is when I met this shaman. And it's funny how everything is synchronized. This shaman was from the tribe of the Samis, and he was coming here to Peru because he wanted to bring back the shamanic knowledge of the plants, the spirits, because in his tribe this was lost. In the medieval times, they were decapitating shamans, to study their brains, to see what was wrong. Now times has changed, nobody's persecuting us anymore, and that's why more and more people, with these tools that we are receiving of being connected, internet, I see not as a negative thing, but I think it's all the opposite. It depends of what we want to put out there and what we want to connect with, what we want to receive. Everybody has a phone, more or less, and I always believe that technology is not bad. It's what we do with it. It can contribute to our lives, or it can create a problem. Everything needs to be in balance in life. So now we are in these times where information like this can reach out there and touch those souls that has this call, that has come here also to fill up this gap of the world needing more guides, more healers. And it's important to know that this is a serious job. That's why there is a saying, a popular Christian saying, that many will be called but few will be chosen. And this path, it's full of tests, and then the first test that we need to take is leaving things behind. It doesn't mean that we disconnect from our families. It doesn't mean that we will never see them again, but it means that we need to begin our journeys by ourselves. We need to go through certain things alone, you know. And another part of the spiritual journey is not attachments, because I mean, from a higher perspective, we are all connected. We are all helping each other to fulfill each other's purposes. You know, your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your ex toxic relationship, your boss, your friends, they're all serving a purpose, you know, and it's all interconnected. We're all helping and supporting each other through different experiences, you know, positive, negative experience, they're all part of the same thing. And if you have been feeling, you know, this urge to begin taking these steps and you're afraid of, I can tell you that fear, it's normal. We always experience fear. This is like a mechanism that we have to survive, you know. Without fear, we will maybe do things too quick, and we will die probably, you know. So we need, I think, to use all the things that comes to us, like fear or, you know, having doubts, for example, in a way that they can support us and not make us more fearful, but to be prepared. So now there are many traditions out there, you know, when it's about working with plants, and in shamanism in reality, it's a big, you know. The word, for example, for here for Peru, it's curandero, and we don't use the word shaman, but shaman, the term, comes originally from Mongolia, and it has been adopted, you know, worldwide, because it fits a little bit more than just a healer, you know, to the practitioners, the plant practitioners here in Peru, because the ayahuasca shamans are not only healers, they are also spiritual guides. You know, they know how to move between realities, between dimensions. They know how to move the energy. They know how to call the spirits, and that is a shaman, you know, intermediary of this reality and the other realities that we cannot perceive normally, you know, where we need to enter to alter states of consciousness to be able to access, you know, certain realms or certain spirits that we can, you know, receive help, receive guidance, for example. And among the spirits, there are all kinds of spirits too, but this is another topic. For now, this is the other sharing for feeling the call. So trust, have faith, and pray to be guided. Pray to God, pray to your spiritual guides, to your spiritual team, the divine light, the divine consciousness, to show you the way where to begin, and be open to receive the signs of the universe. I remember the last year of my university when I was feeling like, oh my God, I did wrong. I was confused. I didn't have this calling. It was just my brain. It was when everything started to happen, you know, when I met the shaman, when, like, almost without doubts, I left everything, you know, because I remember ayahuasca already calling me when I was 14 years old. And there I had the shaman that he just came from being in Iquitos also around 3 years and traveling around the world, receiving the training from the indigenous shamans, knowing all of this about ayahuasca. And there I was, you know, ready to take this job. Have a nice day.